Did you know that a simple pillow can do wonders for pain relief, whether it is neck pain, shoulder, back, knees, etc.?
A simple pillow versus a complicated pillow?
Yes.
Pillow. Actually, we're going to do 12 different ways therapists commonly use pillows to help alleviate pain and make you sleep comfortable or just be very comfortable.
We're struggling with words already. This is going to be fun.
Well, it is a Wednesday and it's a little rainy outside.
Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
I'm Brad.
I'm Mike, and behind the scenes we have Bob, and together we are the most famous physical therapy team on the internet.
And our opinion, of course. And you notice how I slow down because you go fast.
Yeah, because people don't want to hear me ramble. Anyway,
balance.
if you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe if you find this video useful.
That's right. And remember, we can fix just about anything except for
a broken heart, but that's our last line, so why are we doing it now?
Well, I thought I'd break it up a little bit. Anyways, let's talk about pillows. We're going to talk about a full pillow that you can get from any bed, or hopefully you have one in your bed. And we're going to use it in a chair for back support. Now, this works really well. You're going to use the throw pillow?
I'm going to use a throw pillow for this one because we're imagining I am sitting in a recliner or a couch that is very cushioned, and part of it may even be sagging, say in your low back region. Mm-hmm. So what you can do to fill that gap if you're having some back pain, oftentimes you'll be slouched over like this, is take a throw pillow and put it behind you, and then you have some more support. Obviously, the size of the throw pillow will be dictated upon the size of your body, but this can often help if you're having back pain when you're supposed to be comfortable.
That's right. Or, sometimes that if the chair's really wore out, they have a big hole in the back or depression. Fill that up with a pillow so you support the back. Office chair can oftentimes, where you actually take a full pillow like I alluded to earlier and put it in vertically all the way down. And it's amazing how nice and comfortable this is. It really makes contact with your full back and really promotes good posture. You feel it there, and I just feel like I need to be better posture as a result of putting it there. So it's a nice, simple, full support.
Now, tip number 3 is if you're having any type of headache, neck pain, shoulder pain, oftentimes if you just support it while in a seated position, that can help. You can take a pillow if you're on your couch, recliner, etc., even a normal chair, and you can just place it like this. Sometimes getting that support can help. Now, if you're not getting enough support from this and you're still having some tension up here, you probably need to raise it up even higher to get some slack in those muscles so they're not pulling down. If you happen to have an adjustable chair like Brad is in, you can bring the armrests up if you have armrests like that, and that'll get some support.
There.
Now, another way you could do that is just take some pillows and fold them up like this. You can do both sides if you want. It's going to be a little crammed in this chair with me and 2 pillows, but we're going to try it out.
They squish.
And there we go. So now you have some support, you have some tension off of those muscles, and they can relax more, help bring your scapula back up into place if it is depressed downward.
Yeah, I wouldn't do this while you're eating at the table, but when you're sitting at a computer workstation and you're working for a long period of time, it's really a wonderful way. And if this clearly helps, which actually worked for Bob, literally took care of his shoulder pain, it's probably time to maybe purchase a chair that adjusts, but you don't have to. Continue with the pillows.
Now, these same tips can work in a car. If you're driving and have low back pain in a car, you can take a throw pillow, put it behind you, or just supporting your arm while driving. Oftentimes, you have the middle console there and an armrest on your door, so try getting some support there as well.
That's right. We were talking about pillows, but this is what Bob did. He took one of these cushions right here, and they're about 1.5 inches, and they're fairly firm, and he just cut it right down here, and he took some duct tape, and he taped it right around his armrest.
Yes.
He's had it like that for a couple years now. It works great.
Bob was rather tall, so he had to make some modifications like that. So
yeah.
It's a little different. But
be creative. It's always fun.
So those are our tips for seated positions. Now we're going to transition into lying down.
We're going to talk about the Erie Canal.
Or just a shoulder canal, anyway.
All right, for the next tip, we're actually going to save the canal trick for a little bit later. We're going to start with supine, lying in bed. And actually, some people take the mistake of using 2 pillows or too thick of a pillow under the head. Mike, do you want to demonstrate?
So when you're lying down on your back, if I have 1 pillow here, I am good. I'm comfortable. My neck is in a fairly neutral position. If I have 2 pillows, notice how my neck is flexing now. You could tolerate this for a little while, but you sleep like this for, 4 to 8 hours and you're going to have a headache or neck pain when you wake up. So first thing to do is if you're a back sleeper, make sure to just have 1 pillow and get a good thickness for you personally and your body type, and that way your neck should be comfortable.
Some people put 2 under there so they can see the TV up on the wall. So I'm thinking turn the TV off and put the pillow away.
Well, we're talking about sleeping, but anyway, that is a possibility as well. Now, the next thing we want to talk about if you are a back sleeper is if you're having some back pain, what you can try and do is take 2 or 3 pillows. Brad, I'm going to need more pillows here.
Yes.
And place them underneath your legs like this.
Yeah, lift up.
First off, take your shoes off if you're sleeping in bed because you're going to make your bed a mess. But
that
anyway.
would be new. You could try 3 if you want, and you can do this way. Or, if you really want, you'll feel the difference immediately. When you do this, if you have some back or hip pain and you do this one way or another, if it's the right thing to do it, flexes the hips, put tissues on slack, feels much better right away. So which way do you like it, this way or the other way?
I like this way personally, but
You
that's
do?
just me.
Well, yeah, you're the one that we're concerned about now. It's all about you.
It is about me.
Now,
Anyway.
seriously, if this feels good like it does for Mike and it's a consistent thing, you may want to purchase one of these leg wedges. It's not the triangle one, which is more for the trunk, but it has this angle here and it's straight. And this pressure against the hamstrings and the low hips there really does something wonderful to your back and makes it feel more relaxed.
Yeah, we can link it down below in the comment section, but just if you're searching it, it's leg wedge, and they should come up.
That's right.
They're available pretty much anywhere.
They do have different lengths up and down in this way. For if you're a tall person like Bob, his feet come out about to here, so he has to get one with a longer dimension here. So, but most people will fit under one of them if you're a normal 5'10" height.
Now we're going to switch into side lying positions. So if you are a side sleeper, looking at the head and neck again, 1 pillow for this often is not enough. If you look here, my head is kind of going downward and it's not in a nice neutral position. So neutral would be roughly here. I'm kind of compressed down. If you only have 1 pillow, you can fold it in half and you should be okay. If you want, you can use flat and do 2 pillows.
Try this.
Do the same thing. You're going to have to mess with the thickness of the pillows because everyone's shoulders are different sizes, but that's one way. If you're having some neck pain, that you can try and relieve it. Now, if you're having shoulder pain, the first thing I would recommend to do is try to sleep on your good side. So we'll say my right side is painful here, and then give some support. You can take 1 or 2 pillows and just support your arm. Oftentimes, this will make you feel more comfortable and take some tension off that shoulder. If you happen to be a person that can only sleep on one side for whatever reason, what you can do is try to put a pillow in between your ribs and the bed. You can use a throw pillow.
I'll throw it.
Thank you. That was an aggressive throw. I don't know where I'm pillow fights today.
I'm in the mood.
Anyway, so I'm making a canal here. This is what Brad was calling the Erie Canal earlier. And you lie down, and it is taking some pressure off of my shoulder itself. Now, you don't want to go like this because I'm getting more compression on my shoulder joint. But if you kind of roll backwards with that pillow in there, it's taking a lot of tension off of there.
See, before I was in therapy, I always wondered why when you go to a hotel, they have 4 or 5 pillows on one bed. And then I found out why. It's so you can have extra pillows to do this because you're not sleeping on your own bed. And I literally find this very helpful when it's not my own bed. I customize with pillows.
So if you are also a side liar and you're having some hip, knee, or low back pain, what you can try and do is place a pillow between your knees. Typically, you want a long pillow for this. You can use a throw pillow. And you can mess around. A throw pillow, you're just going to get the support in your knees. The thickness is going to have some effect on you as well. Versus a long pillow, you can get the knee and the ankle. So mess around with what feels better. The reason this is important is because when your knees are touching like this, you're getting more tension on the lateral hip and knee if you're having some discomfort. Or if you're having back pain, oftentimes people will go like this. You're in excessive rotation in your lumbar spine here. You wake up and you're really stiff. So having that pillow there kind of prevents that from happening.
There you go.
And if you're having some sciatica pain or even lateral hip pain, say on my left side, I'm laying on my left side, you're going to place it under your ankles and try that out. It puts your hip in a different position, which can relieve tension. Just experiment. I'm not guaranteeing it's going to help your sciatica, but you can try it.
Yeah, this is one of those things that if it works, you'll know right away as you put it in there and say, oh, that relieves it well. If it doesn't, don't leave it there.
Now, the last suggestion is for someone that is a stomach sleeper, and if you happen to have some back discomfort, what you can do is place a pillow under your abdomen. I'm just moving my microphone back so I don't lie on it. So if you're a stomach sleeper, you're going to place that roughly there at midline, lie down, and what it does is it puts your back in a different position so you're not so arched.
Yeah, it takes away that lordotic kyphosis. No, not lordosis. I'm sorry. You'll feel that immediately too. If you put that there, it feels better, takes away the pain, do it. Or don't sleep on your stomach. But I know it's habitual for some people.
Some of us sleep in every position, Brad, like me.
Well, that's because you're a versatile young man. When you get older like me, you become cranky and more set in your ways.
You throw pillows at people.
There you go.
So those are the 12 tips for using pillows to help manage your
We got
pain.
through all of them?
We did.
Wow.
We got through all 12. I hope you're counting.
That's right. And actually, if you don't have enough pillows, I suggest you rewind it, get the pillows, and then try each one because you may be surprised on how well some of these work. And I'm not just saying that.
And I know we get a lot of comments upon what pillows we recommend, and I could tell you none of us recommend the same ones. So get what works for you because they're all different.
Yeah, a nice, soft, cushy one. All right. Very good. Have a good day and be careful.
And if you want to check out more videos, click the video link on the screen on 2 sleeping positions you must avoid.
Yeah, narrows it down to 2 sleeping positions. We really get into the weeds in that one. Not that you should sleep in the weeds.
Unless you get kicked out of the house, I guess.
Bob and Brad, the 2 most famous physical therapists